Oh, my hand accidentally pressed the stop recording button. Let me see if I can get a film of this baby crab here. You see that shit? You should appreciate that shit. Just get a baby crab on the beach. A fucking seagull. I don't know. Fuck, some fun. Just random fucking things. At the end of the day, you could appreciate that. You get a seagull up close. And you know, at the end of the day, for me personally, seeing a seagull is not a big deal, right? Because I see seagulls every day. At the end of the day, you know, I eat tropical food every day. It's not a big deal, but for some people, they never see this shit for their entire lives. So like, whatever. Let's just get that shit on film, you know. And sometimes, you know, I think that half of the time when I'm recording, and I always say I think I do this shit half of the fucking time, because I realize that I'm playing a game, and sometimes I'm like, I should really be recording right now, you know. And I'm thinking that most of the time, when the camera is not rolling, that's when the camera should be rolling. But whatever, that's just how it is, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm just taking it easy. Baby crab on the beach, seagull on the beach, whatever, and that's just how it is. Because that's just how I feel like living my life. It feels really chill right now, really, really chill right now. You sometimes realize that it just doesn't make sense doing certain things. It just really and truly doesn't make sense, you know. But like I said, it's good that I stopped recording the first one because I want to keep it like, I don't know, like in two parts. I just make two parts of this video, not a big deal. I don't know. Um, let me see. 10 minutes. 10 minutes is good for a video. I think 10 minutes is good for like a vlog video at the end of the day. You know, if I do this every day, you realize that I have like 200-300 videos easily. And I used to sometimes record 6 and 7 videos a day, you know, and then I just stopped. I stopped because I lost my phone. I got a new phone, and then I found my old phone, so I sold the new phone because the new phone was cheaper than my old phone. And you know, that's just how it is. And then I did a factory reset at the end of the day, and I just like couldn't be bothered to like get back all the whole recording thing or whatever, honestly speaking. And some of the things that I used to do, some of the games that I used to play, I don't know, I got bored of them. Like Epic Summoners War, it was a game that I didn't really end game much, but I got a few nat 5s and whatever. Some other games I used to play on my phone, I don't know. I used to play like a whole bunch of different games on my phone, honestly speaking, but most of them I never really used to record it, you know. I only used to record like Clash Royale and Epic Summoners War. But right now, I don't know, I'm just gonna be just doing a whole bunch of different shit. I'm not gonna be playing games that I don't like. That's some things that I know some people do. They play games that I don't like because I think it's gonna be popular on YouTube. But I'm not gonna be doing that shit either. Like I said, I'm not even gonna hype up like all this sort of stuff. I'm just gonna chill back and just see where life goes in terms of like all this stuff. Because like I said, I'm 21, and at the end of the day, sometimes you see some people call like some people that don't work and all this stuff, like, you know, they're a waste of time, they're a this, they're a that at the end of the day. And you know, they forget that literally in the Bible it says that you shouldn't be materialistic, like you shouldn't run after these materialistic things at the end of the day. But then society has it that at the end of the day, you know, you call these people like a waste of time and a waste of space for not running behind materialism. That just goes to show how distant like some people are from God and that kind of stuff. Because honestly speaking, I could like tell you the truth about certain things. I have sand on my nose. Like Jehovah Witnesses. You see people running from Jehovah Witnesses, and you see people like not going to church. You see people at the end of the day, if someone's playing gospel, some people wonder like why are they playing this music and this kind of stupid shit. That's like, it just goes to show that sometimes we're so busy at the end of the day, and you realize that half of the stuff that you're doing, it doesn't even make sense in the long run. And you realize it doesn't make sense because you work for the money, and what do you do with the money? You either spend it on something you don't want or you don't need most of the times, because what people want most of the time, they want to go on a vacation. How regular does the average person go on a vacation? Honestly speaking, if you don't make a whole bunch of money, if you're like the average person, you're probably going on vacation like every 5 or 10 years. So you're working and you're getting paid weekly or bi-weekly or monthly at the end of the day, and it takes you 10 years to actually spend it on something you like. And that makes sense. That doesn't make sense at the end of the day. That's stupid. Really and truly, it's stupid. And at the end of the day, another thing is that you realize that even if you don't spend your money like that, then you put it in your bank account, and then who spends it? You realize that you're 60, you're 70, and that's when you're retired and you think that you're enjoying yourself and you're living your life like it's golden. You should be living your life when you're 21. You can't go, just say you're going on the beach and just, I don't know, you take a swim and then you just decide, I don't know, fuck, I'm gonna go home today. I might just do some stupid shit. And sometimes you reach home like fucking 1 a.m. in the morning to just get up like fucking 6 in the morning again just to do some other random shit. You can't do that fucking crap when you're 70. You have to get your 8 hours sleep. You have to take your pills. You have to go by the doctor. You can't just say, oh, I'm sick today. You know what? I'm just gonna drink some fucking cold water and just like power it through like a fucking ninja. You can't do that shit when you're fucking 70. And that's just reality. You can't do that shit. You know? 21, 20 something is the time when you should live your fucking life. You can't go say you're 17, you're gonna just like, I don't know, fuck, just do something weird, do something stupid, go out with some friends and drink, and not like just drink, just like, oh, we're drinking, yay, we're having fun. Like, you just decide today I'm just gonna fuck it up. I'm just gonna drink like a cunt today. You can't do that when you're 70 because you realize it takes you like a month to fucking recuperate from that shit. And you know, that kind of stupid shit. And then you realize that still most of the money that you save, you leave it for some young person so they could just fuck it up. Most of the time when you leave your inheritance, a young person just fucks it up, honestly speaking. They usually don't spend it in the manner that you want them to spend it on, or else you wouldn't have fucking had it in your bank account until the day you die. You would have given them it before you die. If you know they were an actual fucking responsible spender, you would have given them it before the fuck you died, honestly speaking. If you died, then you left it there for somebody who's just gonna fuck up your money, and you're just a dead person in heaven at the end of the day, and no one gives a fuck about your opinion on whatever the fuck you want to spend the money on. And you realize you spend all your life working and you get jack shit from it, and that doesn't make sense. So whatever. And like I said, you can just do like stupid fucking shit like this crap here, like a fucking couch shell. You know, if you know you can literally take one of these and go in America and sell them, and people would buy this. People would buy that fucking crap. Conch shells are like fucking stones here. You could just go in the fucking water and just get one. There's just a whole bunch of stupid fucking conch shells here. You know, that's the kind of shit that you all don't really get. That at the end of the day, some people have luxuries in life. You see, all of us down here want to go in America because America is more fast paced, it's more exciting, and everybody in America wants to come down here because here it's more slow paced and it's more tropical and it's more easygoing. And then you realize none of it makes sense. Why do people here want to go there and why do people there want to go here and all this other crap? It's just because at the end of the day, society is just kind of screwed in terms of the mentality of how they do things. They prioritize stuff that shouldn't be prioritized, honestly speaking. Like, always get a job, always do this, always go to school, always do that. Honestly, I graduated from college, and I actually, as soon as I graduated, the year I graduated, right, I even skipped a grade when I was in school and all that shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fucking numbskull. I could fucking, really and truly perform in school if I want to. But I realized it didn't make sense. I was in the top of my class and I realized it didn't make fucking sense because technically you realize that everybody is pressuring you to do stuff and then you're a child and you have like all the teachers, the principal, your parents, teachers from other schools, other people, all these people, half of the time people you don't even know expecting things from you. And I realized that it didn't make sense, and then I just decided that I'm not even going to take school that seriously. And I still graduated top of my class, which is stupid, which is really stupid at the end of the fucking day. And I mean, it wasn't like number one, but I was amongst the top. Usually, if I do take school seriously, I'm number one in my class, and I decided not to fucking win because it doesn't make fucking sense, honestly, because I couldn't take that pressure shit. Because even when I went to college, I used to like fall asleep in class and not study and stuff, and like still be top of my class, right? Top of like everybody that was like doing computer science. I used to be top of that shit, right? And the teacher was like, "You should really apply yourself. You should really this. You should really that." And I just gave her a vibe that I didn't really fucking care about school, so she would just kind of buzz off for a little bit because I don't want people pressuring me to do that stupid crap because it doesn't make sense. You realize they send you down to do quizzes, they send you there, they send you there, and you still get that job. You get a job, fine. You get a good job at the end of the fucking day, but then you realize that you never actually just chill back and have fun until you're fucking 60 in life, or until you get that one fucking vacation every 10 years. That doesn't make sense. So I decided, whatever, I'm not gonna be doing that crap. Honestly, I wasn't in the mood to do it, and I decided not to do it. Honestly speaking, I decided not to take school that seriously. So I graduated with like, my GPA was like 3.3 something, which is not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, honestly speaking, I could have done a lot better because I never used to study. Honestly speaking, I used to come home every day, and when I was in college, Smite was life in college. Smite was just like this MOBA about gods that I used to fuck up. I used to play it every day. Like my Smite playing time on a daily basis was probably like 9 hours a day of just Smite. There's a whole bunch of Smite. Or like I used to play some MMORPGs. I remember I used to play Echo of Souls. Another MMORPG I used to play Aura Kingdom at one point. There's this browser one called Crystal Saga. I love fucking Crystal Saga. Honestly speaking, I have an unhealthy addiction to Crystal Saga. Fly for Fun. I used to play Fly for Fun back in the days. I resurrected that bitch when I was in fucking college. I used to play Magma Flip. Honestly speaking, and that was just like shit that I used to do. There was this other one. I can't remember the name of it that I used to play. I can't remember the name of it, but I played for a short time. Either that or watch anime or just watch a whole bunch of movies and series. And even that right now get like really boring at the end of the day. You realize you're watching anime and every anime is just the same fucking thing. I mean, my fucking god. I mean, I can't take on this crap. Every anime is the same fucking thing. It's either with a weak, goofy character, or at the end of the day, a character that is weak and is like a nobody, and then they find this mysterious person, or this really strong person wants to train them. They see something special in them at the end of the day, or they're born with this special ability, and then fucking either like 10 episodes after, or maybe like 50 manga chapters after, that's when they really start to perform at the end of the day. Then they're gonna have some skill, and then they're gonna try something that regular people try, and it's gonna be different for them, instead of like how it's gonna be for regular people, and then everybody's gonna be surprised at the end of the day. And that's stupid shit that happens for every fucking person. Everything from Bleach, where Ichigo at the end of the day is just a character that became a substitute for the Reaper and has a really big Zanpakuto and too much spiritual pressure and all that stupid shit. Or Naruto, where he's the one that has the strongest Jinchuriki, the Nine Tails. Not the Jinchuriki, but the strongest Bijou at the end of the day. Or even anything, One Piece at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Luffy is the one that has Goldie Roger's hat. And he's one of the few people who conquers Haki. And it's just the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing, honestly speaking, for every fucking anime. And I'm just tired of it. So I just put that shit on a hold. Even with fucking Fairy Tail, Natsu has END. There's always why they can't have a basic character and just build a really legit story. I kind of like animes like that at this point. An anime with like a really legit story, like Zankyo no Terra. Is not like some standout cunt fuckery, honestly. It's just like a weird, kind of legit story. I kind of liked Zankyo no Terra, and it didn't even have all that weird sci-fi action shit that a lot of anime has, and that sort of stuff. I kind of dig that shit, but honestly speaking, I put anime on a break also. I put anime, manga, manhwa, all that shit on a break. I used to watch like a whole bunch of fucking anime. If you like watch my other videos, I could name down like a stupid amount of anime for you, but I just put that shit on a break because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the gaming aspect of certain things. Like, I don't know, games that I'm tired of. I'm tired of fucking shooters. I'm tired of fucking shooters because I don't know, that shit just annoys me to fuck. Because at the end of the day, you realize that they're running out of ideas. The game makers are running out of ideas because they're full of fucking crap. Honestly, I rather play Need for Speed Carbon than play the new Need for Speed that came out. Because the new Need for Speed that came out is full of such crap. You're in a city, you could bounce cars and all that stuff. You can't really fucking have, the whole point is Need for Speed. You can't even have your car at max speed no time at all in the fucking game before you reach a corner or a fucking oncoming vehicle. It's just so fucking stupid. I find that to be annoying to fuck. I rather play Carbon. I rather play Need for Speed. Fucking I don't know. Anyways, the old school ones that come out like in 2006. I rather play games like that. Honestly, like I'm saying, I'm getting back into like retro games, real old school retro stuff, because I find these new school games, they're running out of ideas. Don't get me wrong, Monster Hunter Worlds is alright. I play Monster Hunter World and it's alright. At the end of the day, it's not like a big fucking deal, because technically speaking, when they had Monster Hunter Online, even Monster Hunter Try online server, I don't know, it was a bit more. I don't know. I rather a game where it has a whole bunch of people on the screen and not just four people hunting one monster. It's stupid to fuck. It's Monster Hunter World, but at the end of the day, you have a quest and you can only have four people at a time hunting one monster. And sometimes you're hunting this one monster, and then some noob comes along. Anybody could join your fucking quest. Honestly speaking, basically anybody could join your fucking quest unless you set a password. In which case, that's stupid. I find you should be able to set a level requirement, but they have a natural level requirement, but you should be able to set your own fucking level requirement at the end of the fucking day, because you realize that, let's say you're hunting like fucking Kirin. If you have played Monster Hunter World, let's say you're hunting Kirin, right? Kirin is like this stupid lightning unicorn thing at the end of the day, right? Um, you could just go and hunt Rathalos. You could hunt Rathalos like fucking 4 times and get all the materials you need to make a strong enough fire elemented weapon to hunt Kirin, right? Because Kirin is weak against fire. And then when I'm hunting fucking Kirin, some people dying, some people doing this, some people doing that. Or I'm not even going to use Kirin. I'm going to use even fucking Rathalos. I rather capture a fucking monster. Sometimes the monster is limping away. You see me set up a fucking pitfall trap for you to use, like you to go mayhem on the fucking monster and kill it. It's that kind of crap at the end of the day. So I don't know. That kind of shit just kind of annoys me. Even that annoys me. I don't know. But shooters are stupid. Shooters are particularly stupid because they're running out of weapons to put in games. It's just the same fucking game with a different field, like a different topography and a different set of weapons. Honestly speaking, that's all it is at the end of the day. Nothing more, nothing less. These games are just getting redundant. Everything is just getting redundant. So at the end of the day, I don't know. Instead of going back to like old school games that actually made sense to fucking me at the end of the day, instead I might go back to Pokemon. Honestly speaking, I was like a fucking beast in Pokemon, because Pokemon's like my favorite show. I'm gonna start like doing some Pokemon, some Yu-Gi-Oh, some old school shit. I'm tired of this fucking new school games, man. Even like on fucking Play Store. If you don't have a phone with like 3 gigs of RAM or like 4 gigs of RAM, honestly speaking, you can't run any of the new like actual games games on the fucking Play Store, like the actual games that make sense on the Play Store. What does the fucking Play Store people that make fucking apps expect us to play solitaire and only fucking solitaire? They don't even make low end games these days. All of these games are so fucking high graphic and stuff. Like if you guys see like fucking I think there's this one, some Discord one, Valiant Wings, even like there's like a whole bunch of them. There's like 3D fucking games that look just like the fucking games you play on your computer. The whole point of having a fucking phone is to have like a little fucking mini game to play. Honestly, if I wanted to play this fucking 3D game, I would have just walked with my fucking PC. There's the whole point of having a laptop. Honestly, if there is no fucking difference between a fucking phone and a fucking laptop, then what is the point? It makes no sense buying two at the same time, because it's stupid. It's really, really stupid, honestly. But whatever. That's just how it is. That's just how life goes, I guess. But you know, that's just how things are. Like I said, enough of the gaming talk, enough of all that shit. I think I'm going back in the water, and then I'm gonna go home and chill. Well, I don't know. Right now I'm playing Ninja Rebirth, Monster Recall. It's a kind of old game. It's not that old probably, but it's kind of old. Honestly speaking, I kind of getting into it. I'm kind of getting into that narrative shit. And like I said, I'm gonna resurrect some Pokemon Fire Red. Honestly, I had the Pokemon Fire Red cartridge when I had a Nintendo DS, and man, fuck. Honestly, I caught every Pokemon in that game already at one point. I used to like rip that game, honestly. I used to be like a weird Pokemon addict. So I'm gonna start back that shit. I'm gonna get back some old school games, some new school games. I'm just gonna see how that shit goes. So anyway, stay tuned for more videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always leave comments. Always do that shit. Like I said, you always have fucking stupid shit to do in life, and you know, sometimes you don't always have to make it so fucking retro, so stupid. Like I said, it starts with like this conch shell where it's something that could be sold. Like you can meet a fucking tourist and sell this fucking thing at the end of the fucking and make money. And I just choose not to fucking do it. You know, that's how stupid it is. You could just go in the bushes and just pick up a tortoise because we have tortoises just walking around here, or iguanas and stuff. And you can meet a white person, and I say white person loosely, but a tourist. But we call them white people here because we don't fucking care. Because we're like really laid back tropical people. And honest fuckingly, you could just sell one to them for like $50. You could sell one for $50 easily, and you could catch them really, really easily. You could catch like 4 fucking tortoises and make like $200 a day. Honest fuckingly, honestly, because technically there are hotels that actually buy them, you know, just because the tourists like that shit. But like I said, I'm not into that shit. I don't do that crap. I could even do like a computer job or like an office job. I don't want to do that crap either. I just want to chill back for a bit, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. As usual, stay awesome. I don't know, I might make another video, but I have to go and download Pokemon real quick after I go home because there's no Wi-Fi on the beach. But you know, that's just us. That's how it is. Anyways, yeah.